They are. Unless they left. It's Hayes. Hayes. It's one for Hayes too.
He's for Butler too.
Mm-hmm. He
What
is.
happens in public?
Oh, I don't know. We ask that all devices be placed on mute, please. All devices be placed on mute. Thank you.
Ready to proceed on Buckner, Mr. Faulkner?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
I thought I was too, but apparently not his file. One moment.
We're standing by.
Okay. And then would you like to do Ms. Banks next? Well, wait, before you bring Ms. Banks out, I had a question for the prosecutor.
Understood.
And now calling the People versus Omar Buckner, ticket number F504975, one count of no operator's license on the premises, one count of no insurance. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Blockman on behalf of the defendant who presents today for trial. Would you state your name, sir?
Omar Buckner.
Thank you, Mr. Buckner. Judge, there are a number of these matters that will be dismissed for lack of a complaining witness, but the defendant essentially is going to waive his right to a trial in case ending in 5221. He's going to plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and pay a fine in that case. The balance of the other cases would be dismissed here either for compliance or by way of recommendation. I mean, excuse me, not for compliance, for lack of a complaining witness.
Which one are you stating? So first of all, Officer Hayes, are you here on the Buckner matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And then we had Officer Kropick here as well. So which ones are you saying does not have a complaining witness, Mr. Bachman?
The balance of the cases here do not have a complaining witness. In other words,
Maybe I need you to tell me which ones you have a plea offer on again.
okay, I have a plea offer on the one at the top of the list for Mr. Buckner. It is the case for which Officer Hayes appears. It is SP 112-95221. The defendant will plead guilty on that case. And the recommendation is that the case for which Officer Kropick appeared, and we thank him for his appearance, that case would be SP 1175-1131. That case would be dismissed with my stipulation of probable cause, which I give here and now, per the agreement. The balance of the other cases are set for trial and there's no complaining witness, and we move to dismiss without prejudice.
Okay, so he's pleading guilty to ticket number ending in 5221, ticket number ending in 1131, where Officer Kropick was here, is also being dismissed?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
And if the amendment is to allowing.
Okay, so I want to make sure that Madam Court Reporter knows that they were kind of spread out a little bit. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, about 14 cases set for trial today. The lead case numbers I am going to read in, the ones that he is going to take a plea on. Madam Court Reporter, is SP 112-95221 for no license, and ticket number SP 117-51131. That one was for driver's license suspended. All other matters will be all of the matters that are on the docket will be dismissed without prejudice for no officer. The two that I read into the record, one he's going to plead guilty on, and the other is also going to be dismissed. I'm sorry, Mr. Buckner, will you raise your right hand? Do you swear Swear or affirm that what you say today will be the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down. You had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Bachman today in the breakout room. Did he advise you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone force you, threaten you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, Your Honor.
You're pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so for the so will you tell the court what you did to on the date and time that you were pulled over on the license impaired? This is the ticket number ending in 5221. You may not have. Okay, Mr. Walker, would you like to weigh your claim? I don't have all of the.
Would. Mr. Buckner, on the date, and well, first of all, you and I have reviewed the information that's now before the court today. Is that right?
Yeah.
Specifically the ticket that you received when you were pulled over by Officer Hayes, who has now appeared in court. You remember that date?
Yeah, it's just the most recent one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if you can recall, you were driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit that day, right?
Yes, with no license.
Right. And when the officer pulled you over and asked you for your valid license, you couldn't present a license. Is that right?
Yes.
For the reason that you didn't have a valid license. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm satisfied with the factual basis. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and one more question, Mr. Buckner. This occurred on November 2nd, 2020, is that correct?
Yes.
On or about. The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Buckner for driving while license not valid or improper license. Mr. Buckner, the fee for that is going to be $220. Are you able to make that payment within the next 30 days?
In the next 30 days. Today is the 23rd, by April 23rd.
April 20. Yeah, April 24th, I believe, based on the calendar, like just because April 23rd may not be a weekday. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, so April 23rd is a Sunday, so by April 24th.
Yes, and where do I make the payment? I can come down to the court and pay it at the counter?
Yes, you can, or you can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org. You can also go online to look for a list of DivDat machines that are in your area that you can go to and pay at a kiosk.
Oh, I can pay it at a kiosk?
Yeah, but you will have to go to 36's website to find out where the locations of the kiosks are.
Okay, and if I come and pay it at the counter, they will have all the information. I just come bring them $220, you said, Your Honor?
That's $220, that's correct.
Okay.
Officer Kropick, while you were having, I believe you had gotten disconnected, we did call the matter of Omar Buckner. Did you want to state your appearance for the record?
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I got disconnected. Corporal Kropick, badge 775, City Detroit Police Officer.
And was there another officer who wanted to state their appearance for the record as well on this matter? Was it Officer Hayes?
Hayes, are you there?
And Mr. Kropick, Officer Kropick, you are aware that we were dismissing your matter, is that correct?
That's a firm. He took the plea for driver license and not valid.
Correct.
Correct. He pled guilty to driver license not valid, and we dismissed the ticket that you wrote.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're free to go, Officer. Mr. Buckner, as long as you have your, so your payment is due April 24th. If you do not make that payment by April 24th, then you need to appear here on a Zoom, back on the same Zoom room at 8:35 a.m.
I beg your pardon, you said if I didn't pay, I need to be in the Zoom room April 24th at 8:30 a.m.?
Correct.
Okay, I'll have it paid by then, though, yeah.
Okay, no problem. So
So if,
that completes your matter, you're free to go.
I have one last question, Your Honor.
Mhm.
If I pay before the 24th, I don't have to respond back to the courts, or if I'm
That's
saying it
correct.
right?
Don't pay anytime between now and the 24th. We need 24 hours to put it in, to get it in the system. As long as you pay between now and the 24th, you do not need to return back to court. The only way that I'm going to look for you on 4/24 is if you have not paid.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Your
Okay.
Honor.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too as well.
You want me to call Mr. Yes.
Okay, so the Barnes ever checking?
Burns.
Officers that are here on the Barnes matter. Officer Shabazz, I believe that's Officer Shabazz, Officer Michaels.
No, Officer Michaels is here for Cordell.
Oh, it's a
Barnes.
different Barnes, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, one moment, let me make sure I have the names correct.
Cordell hasn't shown. I do know that. Chief Judge, would you like to see him? Yes. Okay, bye for now. Let me make sure, I'm sorry. He's on his way too. Right, neither Burns checked. That's correct. You're right. Okay.
Now calling the People versus Cordell Barnes. House counsels, either one of you can go on the record for these two, they're both cavias. Now calling the People versus Cordell Barnes, ticket number SP 121-77461. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the officer.
Good
Officer
morning.
Michaels, badge 2645, Detroit Police.
Good morning, Your Honor. Philip X. Walling, P35229, representing that defendant.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. Mr. Cordell Barnes has not checked into this courtroom, neither on Zoom or in person. Therefore, the court will issue a warrant, a bench warrant in this matter. And Officer Michaels, you're free to go.
Excuse
Thank
me,
you.
but did you say these were civil infractions?
No. It is,
Default.
it is.
That's gonna be in default.
It is, it's gonna be in default. Correction, thank you, Mr. Walling, it will be in default.
Thank you.
It's Jeremy Barnes that's here for trial. Now calling the People versus Jeremy Barnes, ticket number SP, lead ticket number SP 111-35701. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the officer.
Yeah, good morning. This is Officer Jamie McCree, badge 2865.
Philip Walling, representing this defendant.
Officer Abdul Shabazz, badge number 11940, Detroit Police.
Today is the date and time set for trial in this matter. Mr. Jared Antoine Barnes have not checked into the courtroom either on Zoom or in person. Therefore, the court will issue a warrant, a bench warrant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Officers, you're free to go. Okay. Mr. Wallen, are we ready to proceed on it? Wait, there's a few others. Let me make sure that I have. Who has Theotis Brown?
We're not quite ready on that. Mr. Goss is looking up some information, please. You want the
Okay.
ones I'm ready on, Judge?
Well, I was trying to make sure that I did the ones that had officers first, but if there are no other officers waiting, one moment. Then yes, I'm ready to proceed on the ones you are ready on.
And Mr. Brockman, yes, Marcellus Brockman, Your Honor, that's to be a dismissal.
One moment, Mr. Walling.
Sure.
You said Marcellus Brockman, correct?
Yes.
Now calling the People versus Marcellus Brockman, ticket number P 1369410, one count of driving unregistered untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Philip X. Walling, representing Mr. Brockman. State your name, please, sir. You're on mute.
Marcellus Brockman.
Today is the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Mr. Walling, how would you like to proceed?
We waive any kind of formal reading and stand mute at this time.
Before we enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Brockman.
Your Honor, I have reviewed a registration in this manner, discussed with the people they're moving to dismiss.
You have reviewed the registration, is that correct?
Yes.
And so the court will take notice that an officer of the court has verified that the defendant does have a valid registration on the vehicle in question. Is that the 2015 Volkswagen, sir?
No, it is a Ford Fusion, also 2014 Ford Fusion.
You have it in your name, though?
Yes, it's in my name.
Okay, so the defendant currently has a current registration and vehicle registered in his name, therefore this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Brockman, you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, have a good day.
You too.
Who's next, Mr. Walker?
We could do Benton, Thomas Benton.
Let's see in the courtroom.
I hope so. There he is, yes.
Yeah. I'm calling the People versus Thomas Antoine Victor Benton, ticket number X 4032481. Count 1, no operator's license, multiple apps, no app. Count 2, failure to stop within assured clear distance, causing an accident. Count 3, no proof of insurance. Also ticket number 322970, no operator's license on a person. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with your attorney.
Philip X. Walling, representing Thomas Benton. State your name, please, sir.
Thomas Antoine Victor Benton.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for trial and formal hearing on these matters. No officers signed in, moved to dismiss.
Okay, so the court has taken note that, or has verified that no officer has checked in these matters. Wait, I take that back. Officer Borsch had checked in.
Portions on poles, not on.
I apologize, you're right, I stand
I've been doing
corrected.
that all morning, Judge.
Force is not on this, it just kind of to him on another one, but no officers have checked in these matters. Therefore, these matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Benton, you're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
So I got one question. Everything is clear?
Everything is dismissed without prejudice. It does mean that people can bring it back if they so choose, but as of right now, it's dismissed.
Okay, thank you.
That also doesn't mean that you can continue driving around with no license either, though. Okay?
I've been trying to get I've been working on getting my license. They just told me that I couldn't without taking care of the tickets that I had on.
You're free to
I said
go.
I was fine.
Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. One moment, Mr. Wallen. Are we ready to proceed on Robert Bowles?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the people versus Robert James Bowles. Ticket number SP 133-45732, one count of unregistered untitled vehicle. Ticket number 133-45731, one count of improper plate. Ticket number SP 133-45733, one count of license, no license. Ticket number SP 133-87951, one count of driver's license suspended. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with you.
Philip X. Walling, representing Mr. Bowles. State your name, please, Mr. Bowles.
Robert James Bowles.
Your Honor, I've discussed this matter with Mr. Bowles. The people are recommending that if the court accepts Mr. Bowles' plea to the amended charge of failure to display on one of the licensing tickets, the people will recommend dismissal of the tickets. I've discussed this with Mr. Bowles. He has been explaining his rights and he wishes to tender a plea pursuant to that offer.
Okay, so one of the drivers driving while license suspended will be reduced to what exactly?
Failure to display a valid license, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Bowles, you had an opportunity to speak to your counselor and he advised you of your rights?
Yes.
All right. can the court take a really brief recess? I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
This old man would appreciate that, Judge.